Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Saturday the 14th, and today was a beautiful day to be alive. So woke up this morning, was able to sleep in a little bit, not a lot. I had a few things to get done, nothing major. Had to go out and walk the dogs and all the fun that comes with it, feed them and keep them separated so he'd leave her alone because she's in heat. It's a pain in the butt to get them to go to the bathroom. So headed out there. Basically, the grass was wet, so they didn't want to be in the grass, and it's hilarious. They're water dogs. They love to swim. They do like training in water, but they are scared of wet grass. So got that taken care of. Headed back, and then decided I was going to stop and grab some donuts for my bride and I. Kind of make it a little extra, just a little breakfast thing. So I stopped in, grabbed some donuts from a little place. I think it's Donnie's Donuts. I think it's called something like that. And then they're not great. They're okay, but they're not great. So went ahead, got 4 of those. Thought I was getting them for $7. Turned out to be like $11 because apparently, I guess I didn't order the right ones or something. When I don't know. Who knows? I guess apparently if you want, I don't know. It is what it is. So their pricing is really not well described on the list. They have the prices up there, and then they have like a list of flavors. And apparently, if you get frosting or different toppings, you pay a higher price. I don't understand it. So it is what it is. Got home. Basically got those. My bride and I, we shared them. There was 4 different flavors, so we actually cut them all in half and ate half of each, so we could taste all 4. And they were good. They were all right. They were not great. Definitely, I think I'm probably done going there because they were definitely not $11 worth for 4 tiny little donuts. So was not overly excited about that whole process, but it is what it is. So got in there, we kind of chilled out a little bit, kind of being lazy, a little bit of bums, not really doing much of anything. Just had a lot of stuff dealing with everything going on and stuff. So we kind of made it a lazy morning. Ended up putting on a movie, chilled out, just kind of lay there and stuff, and we were just kind of almost napping. I don't know if we ever actually fully napped, but we kind of just chilled out. Ended up watching the movie Major Pain, which I guess is one of my wife's favorite movies, apparently. She enjoys the crap out of it. Like, she giggled, laughed out loud a handful of times. It's got some funny ass moments. It's also, it could never get made today with some of the jokes and the humor and the language they use with the politically correct world we're in. And it would never get made today, which is such a sad thing because we're so obsessed now with all these like terminologies and stuff of everything. So went ahead, got done there. We were kind of getting a few other things around. There was an open house we thought about going to that's going on today and tomorrow both. And it's probably not a house we'd want, but I figured we'd go through and look at it. Who knows? It might really strike our fancy and be different. So we'll see. We're also waiting to find out the age of the roof of the house we looked at the other day. Agent hasn't got back to us for the age of the roof and the age of the AC are the 2 things we're asking about, and not heard from her at all of that. So no idea. Don't know if that means it's really old or she just hasn't found out. I have no idea, but it is what it is there. So we're kind of just up in the air, not making an offer until we get that information. So we're just, as of right now, we're just kind of sitting around waiting for that information. So I went ahead. I was getting up, basically getting ready to head out. I had to go walk the dogs, had to go feed some cats and all the fun stuff that comes with that. Everything's great, no big deal. And I had I had another dog that's supposed to be here at like 9 o'clock in the morning, or I think it was 8:50 in the morning. Dog was supposed to be here for like a meet and greet to see if it worked and stuff. And it was like 11 o'clock at night last night when they came through. They needed an emergency, something come up, blah, blah, whatever. So 8:15 rolls around, and actually before that they text me and said that the meet and greet was off. They were dropping the dog off, whatever. I'm like, what the hell? Because we found somebody else. I'm like, really? You found somebody else in the 7 hours since you last talked to me? But I'm just like, hey, whatever. So it is what it is. Kind of pain that took us there, but kind of sucks because I would have done the dogs, walked them at a different time because I rushed out there to get back, so I didn't want to have to make my wife get up by 8:15 to be ready to meet those people. And plus I wanted to be there to see what my personal opinion was of the dog and whatnot, not go by just her opinion only of it. So got back and I'm like, hey, whatever. And that's actually because I was kind of rushing around early. That's why I stopped by and got the donuts. But as I was getting up, getting ready to get out to go do the rest of my dog work, got a phone call. My wife's phone rang, and it was her dad's phone, but it was his friend that was there said that he took a fall. He was trying to get into the house. I guess he lost his keys. I don't know what's on it. He had a spare key he was supposed to give his friend, never did. He lost his own key. No keychain, no nothing, just a single key. Doesn't think he needs a keychain, so I thinks he can find it. Didn't, and decided to head out to go to breakfast with his buddy. And he's lost 2 or 3 keys. We don't know how many he's lost now in the process. But instead of telling us he lost a key or getting him another copy made or any of that kind of stuff, nope, just decides he's going to lock the house up. But he pulls the little power outage cord that you can just lift the door by manually. And I guess he checked it a couple times from inside. He could lift it, so he felt he was safe to go. So he shut the garage door down, headed out to breakfast with it, came back, and in the process trying to lift the door because the outside doesn't have the bars across and all that kind of stuff, has a cat hole in it. It's not even an outside handle like where a fake handle would be to lift the door. So he's off to the side. He's also, lifting from way down lower and stuff. Bent down to pick the door up, to lift the door up, and lost his balance, I guess, fell down, skinned his knee all to hell, and can't put any weight on his leg right now. So they basically were able to, they called Karen and said, hey, can you, what do we want to do? Can you come up here and get him and stuff? What do we need help? I need help getting him inside because they couldn't even get him inside. With the 2 of them, I'm like, oh crap. So we're like, okay, what the hell? I'm back and forth. So I told her, I said, well, if we think we're taking to the hospital, we need to take 2 vehicles and stuff because I have to go take care of the dogs and stuff. I don't want to make him sit in the driveway this long either. But we're trying to save a $600 ride to the hospital and ambulance kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, how about this? How about you just head out right now, get everything you got to do, and then I will jump in the truck and I'll follow you up. And then basically once we get there, if we get him inside, we get him inside. If we have to get him to the hospital, we get him to the hospital. And then you can stay with him or whatever you got to do, get him checked in. And then I have to literally turn and burn. I got to get into the hospital and I got to get the hell out of there because I got dogs to feed. I got cats to take care of. I have other obligations. I have work to do. This is my job. This is things people count on me and rely on me for these times to do this stuff. So I was like, okay, no big deal. We're good to go. So I went ahead, said hell with it, was able to basically get up there. In the process of going, she was a few minutes ahead of me, not much, but a few minutes ahead of me. I jumped in. I think I might have been driving a little bit faster than her up there. I'm not speeding because I'm not getting a $160-some ticket to possibly get there 2 minutes early. It's not worth it. So just driving normally and stuff. She actually saw me in a rearview mirror, I guess. I turned on a different street than she does, and she got caught in a massive amount of traffic. Had some lights were out and different things, stuff. I don't know if there was an accident or what it was, but lights were flashing yellow and everybody was just clustered up. So then she's all mad at herself thinking that she was going to get passed by me. Ironically, I ran into some crazy traffic as well, so I'm thinking she's probably there thinking, holy crap, where in hell's he at? He should be here by now, because I'm getting held up with the delay, and I didn't know that I was that close that she saw me in her mirror as I turned onto the road. And it was funny how we ended up getting there. I got there 2 minutes after she pulled in the driveway. As she pulled up, his buddy was still in the driveway with their vehicle, so we basically told them to move it, and she pulled her car in to put him in the car to take him. When I got there, I'm like, they already had got the door open. His friend had got the door open and grabbed a little stool or something, some kind of chair thing that they got him up into it at least and sitting on it. They couldn't get him in the house, so they went ahead and I told her, I said, move the car. It's easier probably put him in the truck. It's a little higher. It's easier getting out of. Bigger seat, bigger door opening and stuff. So both doors open, I can just kind of easier access in there. So between his buddy and I, we got him up, and his left leg was hurting quite a bit. So the buddy only can lift with his right side. I guess he had knee surgery or something also. So he was trying to pick him up and kind of help move him. And I was like, he kept lifting the leg way too high. And I'm like, stop lifting the leg up. Like, what the hell? And I want to scream at him and just listen up what I'm telling you to do. I know what I'm doing here. Just shut up and listen to stuff. But I'm trying to be a nice guy because this guy is just a friend. He's trying to help out and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? So we finally got him in the truck, got him positioned, got him in the seat, and then he got a seatbelt on him. I went around and basically told Karen, I said, I'll meet you to the hospital. I'm going to go. So I basically headed to the hospital. She was continuing talking to the friend and stuff, whatever. And it's like a 45-minute drive up there. So he'd been out there for a little while at this point. Serious stuff. So I drive in the hospital. We talked a little bit. I told him he needs to get a life alert. He also needs to think about living in a assisted living type facility. If falling down like this puts you this much out of commission, there's a problem. And we were talking about stuff. He knew he skinned his knee up. He couldn't figure out why he couldn't put weight on his left leg and stuff and whatnot. So I get there. I park in the ER little circle through driveway thing. I run over with my mask and stuff. I grab a wheelchair, come back to the wheelchair, and he's worthless. He can't do anything and stuff at this point. So I literally opened the doors up. I'm like, this is going to suck, but nothing else I can do here. So I just reached in and picked him up and lifted him and put him into the chair, which luckily he's lost a lot of weight lately, so it made it easier. Unluckily, he's not that healthy right now because he has lost a lot of weight, but made it easier to do. just getting him out of the truck was not that bad because it's up higher, and so I was able to kind of get a good grip on him, get his arms around my neck and stuff. But getting him back over the wheelchair was the hard part, trying to get him into a wheelchair. If I would have had like a plank or something, I could have dropped him on, slid him into the wheelchair would have been a whole lot easier, but I didn't have, so we just had to deal with what we could do. So really against it the whole time, then you're going to pull out there and not do your turn, so don't do shit. But went ahead, got him in the wheelchair, wheeled him in, and there's like, I'm walking in there, it's like everybody just stand there. Like everybody just like steps inside the door, just barely, and then like blocks the whole aisle, the whole hallway is blocked right there. And I'm like, hello, excuse me, hello, come on, move, hello. And I'm like, the door keeps trying to shut on me, and I keep seeing stuff, so I have to keep moving so I don't get the door smashing the wheelchair together and stuff, between the two doors coming together. And I'm finally like, I'm like, hey, move! Well, the guy's like, what the hell, moving stuff? And I'm like, wheeled him up right to the counter because I'm trying to get him out of the way. And everybody's like, looking like he's cutting in front of me. I'm like, we're not cutting nothing. Whoever's in order, they'll see us when we need it. I said, I just got to get him out of the damn aisle so we don't block the way like you are. And so I put the wheelchair there, locked the wheels, and I headed out because I don't want to be in a hospital. I don't want to be around sick people. I don't want to be around COVID. I don't want to be around none of this shit. So I head out real quick. I said, your daughter's going to be here in a second. Just hang tight. Head back out real quick. And as I'm coming out, I'm calling her, and she's not answering her phone. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know if she's even left yet. She might still be at the house talking to the friends. I don't know. And as I come out by the truck, she come walking up, and I also wanted to make sure she didn't park in the ER thing, that she had to hurry that much. But she didn't. She parked in the parking lot. She come walking up. So we talked for a couple seconds real quick. I hopped in the truck. She headed in, and then I headed back. Stopped by, ironically, from where he's at to where I feed the dogs and stuff. I can take 415 down. It's actually a fairly short jaunt. It's only about 20 minutes out of my way. So I ran down to there, took care of them. Then I headed out to Beachside, took care of the cats and stuff that I had to take care of out there. Everything was good to go. Got a call from her, and the ER doctor thought his hip might be broke. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, come on. So I texted a few people on the way up and stuff, just kind of like people he knows and people I know, just kind of let them know what's going on for our day. And it throws a monkey wrench in your day. Like it really does. Like we had plans this weekend that were just to basically be as lazy and stress-free as possible. We decided how many dogs today, except for taking care of stuff. I plan on going to the beach and just taking some White Claw for my wife and letting her sit on the sand and maybe get in the water a little bit, drink a bunch of White Claws and let her just chill out. I'd smoke a cigar maybe and just enjoy our lazy-ass day, and that didn't happen. So went ahead, got back to the house. I told her, I said, is there anything you need? She's like, nope. I said, if not, I'm going to run in, so I get my run done for the day. It's all taken care of. It's all good to go. We don't have to worry about it. So we're at this point, we're free if you need me again. Like I don't have anything else, no other obligations for us today that I know of, except for whatever you need till later this evening. You have to go out and, take care of the dogs and stuff and whatnot. So she's like, absolutely, go get your run in. We're good. So went and got my run done, got back, got my shower, talked a little bit. She did text me and say that they got x-rays and stuff, and the hip is broken, and they're going to admit him into the hospital, which just sucks. And it's one of those things at his age, broken hip is what kills a lot of people because the rehab takes them down. It takes forever. It really can be a real detriment. Like he's not in the greatest health. He's not in the greatest spirit. He's not in the greatest anything. And he's stubborn. I don't know how rehab's going to go. I don't know how that kind of stuff's going to happen for him. So it's going to suck. So she was there with them for quite some time. I just chilled out the rest of the day, like just waiting around for the next ball to drop or what I could do for her. Did a little bit of laundry and stuff. Got a couple other things taken care of here and there around the house. Nothing major. Just chilling out with my dog and the other dogs in the house, which feels weird. Not having other dogs in the house, it really feels weird. Nothing else I can do. Just waiting and stuff. Finally came time for me to go out and feed the dogs again and let them out for the night. And it had been raining off and on and stuff, so I tried to time it around the worst rainstorms. I caught a couple rainstorms because this, I don't know if it turned into a hurricane or not at any point, but I think they were going to call it Frank, whatever, or Fred, or what the hell it's called. There was some heavy downpours and some heavy storms, but overall not too bad. Got out there. It's raining. The dogs don't want to be outside in the rain. They're just wussies. Oh my God. The poor water dogs there are such wussies. So got them all fed, got them all taken care of, got them all put back away and stuff, and headed back home. Got back to the house. She texted she was on her way home and stuff, so we basically hung out. We chatted a little bit. She ended up getting home straight away, changed all her clothes and stuff, jumped in the shower, all the fun that comes with it. I just chilled out for the night. Like, there was really nothing else to do. We don't know. We're going to have surgery on him in the morning, and we'll know a lot more then. But as of right now, we still know nothing, and it was just draining, just mentally draining. You don't realize how much just that, like, there's nothing you can do. And she was up there with him for, most of the day, and that was not how she planned to spend her day. I ironically popped him on her Facebook feed, I guess 6 years ago, the same day he was in the hospital for a broken collarbone or whatever when he fell off his bike and broke his collarbone like 6 years ago. the same damn day. So she spent the day 6 years ago in the hospital with him, and she spent the day today in the hospital with him. So, but it's way different feeling today with COVID than it was 6 years ago when you might catch a cold, kind of thing. So definitely just sucks. She came outside, we chatted for a little while, we watched a little bit of stuff. I ended up having a cigar in memory. I don't know if I'd call him a friend, an acquaintance of mine that I know. His mother passed away. She had severe kidney failure. She was on dialysis. She's on dialysis for like 3 weeks, like that maybe. I don't know. She didn't take it very long. She did a handful of treatments and decided she just didn't want to do it. She was like, it's always cold in there. I'm always cold when they're doing it and stuff. I don't feel happy with it crap. Everything's going to be fine. I don't need it. I've been healthy all these years. I don't see doctors. She hadn't had a doctor in like 40 years and was having trouble breathing and stuff. Her kidneys were failing her. It was a mess. So she went ahead and all that was there. So she basically get up on dialysis. So I, sent out a little thing to him, saying the fact that she was, sorry for his loss, whatever. I don't know what to say, that kind of crap. It's like, he knows, what the hell, but just he was in my thoughts, and I told him I was going to smoke a cigar in her honor. So I ended up having myself a really nice Oviedo, Olivia. I ended up having an Olivia cigar, V series. Just watched a little bit of Netflix or Hulu or Prime, or the hell it was. I don't remember what I was watching, but hung out there and just kind of let the evening wind down. Finally headed to bed. When my wife went in, ate some chips, ended up having the new Lay's chips that are Cool Ranch Dorito flavored Lay's. And so you have the Lay's texture and shape and size, but you have Cool Ranch Dorito flavoring, and it's flipping weird. Like, I'm not a fan of them, I don't think. I'll probably eat the rest of the bag before, just as time goes on, but I don't plan on ever buying them again. My wife had one, she seemed to like it, so hopefully she'll eat them if she wants to, get them knocked out of the house, so I don't have to, because they're not bad, they're kind of weird. So went ahead and ended up with that, watched a little bit of TV. It was like, I don't know, 1 in the morning, we're still awake, which is not us, we're not up that late, but our brains were just going and worrying what we got to do next. Then we got to find a rehab for him, and we got to find a nursing home for him. Everything just kind of goes downhill from here. And this is one of those things where he's already on the downslide mentally. He was having some issues, and then his car's been taken away because he's not safe to drive anymore and stuff. He has, says he has no joy in his life left, and which I don't know what his joy with the car was, because he never drove anywhere. At least he claims he never drove anywhere, but the car had like 16,000 miles on it, so he must have been driving somewhere. But it is what it is. Who knows? I don't know. It sucks. So went ahead, got done there, everything got wrapped up, and finally was able to turn my brain off enough to get some sleep. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.